Welcome into Faceoff. I am Pat Welter here with David Baumann, 407area.com columnist to my left, and Mike Tuck, local radio host to my right. And fellas, Faceoff is at its best. We got a little UCF topic to discuss.
UCF, this is Nebraska.
Yeah, Scott Frost moving on. Clearly told the USA Today he would have a hard time getting behind the national title campaign if he was still here. Even says he wished his ring said undefeated season and Peach Bowl champion. He clarified those comments on 96.9 The Game open mic this morning.
I don't regret saying it. I'm so proud of that team and will be forever, and happy for those guys. And I don't want anything that I said in an answer to have the appearance of diminishing from what they accomplished and how grateful we are to have been a part of it.
All right, walking a fine line there, Mike. What do you think about these comments and the lack of a walk back there, and maybe from Scott Frost?
Well, look, I think Scott Frost is just trying to be honest and tell the truth, and he said that several times in the interview today. Scott Frost went into that game, like UCF fans went into that game, UCF players went into the game against Auburn, not playing for a national championship. Nobody thought they were playing for a national championship. Nobody said it out loud, hey, this is for the national title. They were playing for an undefeated season. They beat Auburn, accomplished that, and then Danny White, the athletic director, whispered to a camera, national champs, and that rebellion started at that moment there. So for Scott Frost, I think he's just speaking the truth for himself, saying, hey, look, I went into the game trying to stick around for an undefeated season at UCF, not to win a national championship. So in my mind, that's not what we won. Look, if you can't live with that as a UCF fan, then I just don't think you're comfortable with reality right now, as it is right now, where Alabama won the national title.
Yeah, does everyone have to be on board 100% with this? He's in a little bit of a tough spot. It'd be really interesting to see what would have happened if he actually did stay.
Yeah, but see, Frost kind of was on board with all this national championship talk at first, when it first happened. You know, now he's in Nebraska, and it's kind of a different tone. And one of his assistants, I think Troy Walters, kind of had something similar recently, where he kind of backed away and doesn't really like that national championship talk. But look, this is marketing, pure and simple, and it's going to be a case study one day of pure confidence. That's all this is about. You know, UCF is kind of bucking the system in this case, guys. They didn't get the respect by the committee. They didn't get a chance to compete for the national championship like Alabama did. So what did they do? They're the only team that's undefeated. They just claim it as their own, and it's a pure confidence move. There have been UCF cites one study that says they've gotten $200 million worth of free advertising because of this. Now those numbers might be a little shaky, but you know, in any case, it's a case study.
See, I wonder if this ever happens for UCF if they're not ranked 15th and 13th and 14th in the polls when they're undefeated. They felt disrespected. The fan base did, and the players did, and the coaches did. If they're ranked 7th or 8th or something like that, going into the Auburn game, I don't know that we have this visceral reaction to, hey, we got totally screwed by this system here, because in an 18 playoff, I think they would have had a great case. But I think they were upset with the way the committee treated them when it was all said and done. I think that's why we ended up where we ended up, with Danny White and UCF fans getting so angry with the system.
Well, the interesting thing to me is that if anyone knows what it's like to be a co-national champ, it is Scott Frost. He was a co-national champ in 1997, and the interesting thing is that year sparked the change to the BCS. Now, if there's anything that's going to spark change to get us to 8, it is this UCF campaign. Do you guys think that they should carry this through all the way through this season?
UCF's going to. This isn't going to stop at all. I mean, they've got it on. They've got on the side of the stadium. National championship on the side of the stadium. I mean, this thing is everywhere, guys. And UCF fans, I mean, they've bought into this so strongly that you can see the visceral reaction and kind of like almost a hatred back at Scott Frost for some of Frost's comments in this situation. This is going to carry through, Pat.
Well, Mike, can they back it up this season?
Well, that's the thing. That first loss, everyone's going to be at you. People that don't care about UCF are suddenly going to care about UCF in a negative way. And if you're a UCF fan, don't overreact to that. You wanted all the attention when you were undefeated. You take that first loss, and you know what? It's not just Bama fans that are coming at you. It's the rest of the country that are coming at you because you made that bold claim.
UCF, UCF, UCF. The power of brand, it is evident and clear here on Faceoff. We got more to discuss all year.